Hey guys, it's Cobradvs, and I'm gonna start doing some collection videos again. Yep. When I started YouTube, that's what I started with, and it's been a few months. I've gained a lot of stuff, so I thought it might be time to do it again. Before I do the collection videos, let me point out exactly what it is you're looking at. This is an Alien vs. Predator poster I got with my Super Nintendo game, and this over here, all you see is half of it, but it's a Sega Master System poster. So that's what you're looking at, just to avoid any confusion. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the loose cartridges, then I'm going to move into boxed games, and then I'll show you these other cool boxes I have, and then I'll show my consoles. So let's get started. First up, Abadox. Abadox is a space shooter by Milton Bradley. It's alright, but it's really hard. Anticipation. It's a board game, kind of like Pictionary. This is Archon, the manual. Archon's basically battle chess. That's really all it is. The next one is Bigfoot, monster truck racing game. Next is Baseball Stars. Never actually played that one. I usually don't play sports games often, or at all. The next one is Cabal, another Milton Bradley title, and it's a pretty unique war shooting kind of game. Next is Captain Skyhawk with the manual. Also next is Championship Bowling, also with the manual. Now, this game's actually pretty fun. I'm sure it's dirt cheap, so if you ever have the chance, pick that one up. Next is Defender of the Crown with the manual. And then after that, Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge. Next up is Konami, Double Dribble by Konami. Basketball game there. Dr. Chaos. Now, I've actually never played this. You know what? I lied. I played it once, and I don't remember much, so it must not be too good. So we'll see. Alright, up next is Ice Hockey. Ice Climber. Those two are actually in the wrong order, and so are these next couple games. Whoops. I must have put a few in the wrong place. Oh well. What the ones I skipped is Friday the 13th. Terrible game. Never under any circumstances play it. Gyromite. It's a Rob the Robot game. I do not have Rob the Robot, but I do have Gyromite and Gauntlet. Alright. I believe the rest are in order. Nope, they aren't. F-15 Strike Eagle is also out of place. How'd these get out of order? I thought I put... Alright, now we should be back on track. King's Knights. Jeopardy Junior Edition. Jaws. Dropped a game. Jack Nicklaus Golf. Infiltrator. That's a good one. Image Fight. Kings of the Beach. That's actually a pretty good volleyball game. Next is Metal Gear. You know, Metal Gear's weird because a lot of people like it, but I absolutely hate it. I really can't even play the game. Next is Mickey Mousecapade. Here's an unlicensed cartridge. It is a MiG-29 Soviet fighter. Mission Impossible. Operation Wolf. This is a light gun game, but it's really tough. I never actually beat it. Pac-Man, the 10-gen licensed version. Paperboy. Man, this tower of games is getting pretty wobbly. Pinball. That's alright, I guess, for pinball. Quattro Arcade, another unlicensed cart. And the other game that goes along with it, Quattro Sports. That actually isn't too bad, that sports one. The NES Classic, Rad Racer. Another one, Renegade. Next up is Track and Field 2 by Konami. So you know it's got to be decent. And then the last two, Wheel of Fortune Junior Edition and the regular Wheel of Fortune. So those are all of my loose carts, so to speak. So now I'll show you my boxed games. Alright, boxed games. These are gonna be the unalphabetical, actually. They're gonna go backwards. First up, Tetris Complete. After that, Spy vs. Spy. Ooh, guess what that was? Yeah, that was my NES games. Oh well. After that, Super Mario Bros. 3. After that, Super Mario Bros. 1. It's in pretty rough shape. I want to get a better copy, but haven't done so. Next, NES Open Golf. I love that game. And then after that, Marble Madness. Golf. It's not very good, even for a golf game, which are usually decent, I guess. Galaga. This is pretty good. It's pretty much just like the arcade version. Destination Earthstar. The ultimate game on the NES, the Contra. Unfortunately, it has this rip here, but whatever. Blaster Master. Bases Loaded 2. And last, but certainly not least, 1943, the Battle of Midway. Alright guys, that's all my loose carts and box games, kind of. So next I'll show you these two storage cabinets that I have, and then we'll move on to my consoles. Alright guys, so what here we have is a couple of cases that I like to keep my games in. Here, let me take out. Here is a Nintendo case, and it's like a fake alligator skin, kind of. Put that there, and then this one is just standard plastic. So let's take a look inside these. Okay, inside this one. Inside this one, we've got Final Fantasy, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3 with the manual, Double Dragon with the manual, Gyromite, and this is, I believe, yep, this is my Famicom converter copy of Gyromite. This is the original Mario Brothers, Excitebike, the terrible Predator, Galactic Crusader. That is a Wisdom Tree, isn't it? Color Dreams, same thing. And then Castlevania 2. Okay, now this case here is like where I like to keep my best games, or my favorites, or rare games. We have Mega Man 3, Mega Man 2, Donkey Kong Classics, which has Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., Super C, Contra 2, also known as, and I guess I'll just get this out, Bible Adventures, the black version. And it also comes with the manual, and it has its own blue sleeve. But let's take a look at the manual real quick. First off, the print is about as small as you can get. And on the back is a Bible Adventures evaluation sheet. Now, here are some of the questions it says. It says, do you find this game to be entertaining, educational, biblically accurate, or challenging? You're supposed to rate it and send it in. Then it asks you, what do you like most, what do you like least, what would you change, what would you like to see in our next game? You know, I'm going to go ahead and guess not a lot of people filled that out, because their games are rarely even playable. So anyways, moving on. Battletoads, one of my favorite NES games of all time. Super Mario Bros. 2. Miss Pac-Man, the Namco version. and Castlevania 1 and Castlevania 3. I don't keep Castlevania 2 in here because it's not as good and it's not worth much. Alright, so in this drawer, yep, there's more. These are all alphabetical as well. We'll start here. Adventure of Link, Legend of Zelda 2, Air Fortress, Bionic Commando. Commando, now, Link you should know about. Air Fortress is a good one, pretty cheap, pick it up. Bionic Commando is a classic by Capcom, I believe. Is that Capcom made this? Yep. Commando is sort of like Akari Warriors, but I think I like it better. Here's Dr. Mario, good puzzle game. Dragon Warrior with the manual, RPG game. Hogan's Alley is, of all the shooters of light gun games I have, I think it might be my favorite. Granted, I only have 3. Akari Warriors, decent shooter. Lolo, The Adventures of Lolo, actually. This is a great puzzle game. Not a lot of people know about it, I don't think, but it is a fantastic game. Metroid. And what is this? I do not ever recall there being a sticker on my copy of Metroid. Huh. I'll have to get that off. I did not realize that. Here is the unlicensed version of Pac-Man, and I had it in there backwards. Alright, well, let's not go in. Alright, next is Ninja Gaiden 2. This is a fun game, and that Pac-Man is going to bother me. Ninja Gaiden 2 is, I don't know, I guess it's pretty much like the first one. There it goes. Pretty much like the first one, but they're all good. Scat, now, it's not Scat, isn't the name. Well, it is, but Scat is actually an anagram for Special Cybernetic Attack Team. An interesting choice of titles, to say the least. The original Star Wars on the NES. I don't know if we can... Okay. I wouldn't mind getting the other one, the Empire Strikes Back for the NES, I think. I don't know what it's called, but that's basically what it is. Shinobi for the NES, unlicensed game. Now, Shinobi, actually, if you look at this cartridge, and you probably won't be able to see it on the camera. In the bottom right-hand corner there, that fine print, I don't know if I can get it, but it says 1987 and 1989 Sega Enterprises Limited. Yeah, Sega didn't, well, they made the game, but it was actually ported over to the NES by Tengen. It's unlicensed, so it's kind of bizarre to see a Sega game on there. Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt with manual, RC Pro-Am 1, RC Pro-Am 2 with the manual. That's actually kind of rare, and I didn't know when I bought it, because I bought it in a lot from some guy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the manual, Road Blasters, Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl, Tetris, my second copy, Time Lord, Top Gun the Second Mission. Vindicators is a like a tank kind of game. It's pretty fun. Xenophobe, you know, a lot of people like Xenophobe. I couldn't get into it. Could not get into it. Alright, and before we go, let's take a look at my systems. Here is my top loader. There's some stuff on there I should probably get off, but other than that, it's basically in pretty much perfect shape, I guess. Here's the custom NES that I made. Yeah, I still have it. But I don't use it much anymore. Basically, when I bought this, it needed a new 72-pin adapter, so I put one in, but I've since taken that 72-pin adapter out, so this is non-working at the moment, and the reason I took it out is because I put it in, let me just put it on the floor, I put it in this. This is my complete action set. It has a working Nintendo, a light gun, 2 controllers, or there actually is only 1 controller in there, and a copy of Duck Hunt with the manual. The only thing I actually do need is the manual for the system and the gun. And before I forget, there was one more thing on this. There's actually a top drawer which holds the zapper, place for the cords, and 2 controllers. So that's it, guys, and you know, I'm going to start doing some more collection videos, so stay tuned for that. Thanks.